You don't need a $1,000 watch to train like an athlete. These 12 actually earn their price tags, and number 1 might genuinely surprise you. Let's get into it. Number 12. AMAZFIT BIP 6. The cheapest watch on this list that still has actual GPS built in? This one, at under $80. The AMAZFIT BIP 6 packs a genuinely bright AMOLED screen, over 140 workout modes, and built-in GPS into a price point most brands wouldn't even attempt. Here's the part that catches people off guard: it lasts up to 14 days on a single charge, longer than most watches costing 4 times as much. It even has a dedicated mode for HYROX races, tracking the entire chaotic sequence of runs and functional exercises automatically so you're not fumbling with buttons mid-event. Yes, the app has some quirks, and yes, it's clearly using budget components under the hood. But for the price of a nice dinner out, you're walking away with a real sports watch, not a toy. Number 11. AMAZFIT Active 2. Spending $20 more on this one changes more than you'd expect. The AMAZFIT Active 2 sits just above the BIP 6 at around $100, trading a little battery life for a sharper display and a noticeably more refined sensor array underneath. It still tracks heart rate, blood oxygen, sleep, and stress around the clock, and supports 5 separate satellite systems for genuinely accurate outdoor positioning, not the rough estimate cheaper trackers give you. The HYROX mode carries over too, along with full GPS mapping for routes you've never run before. The real decision between these two AMAZFIT watches comes down to one thing: do you want maximum battery life, or a slightly sharper everyday experience? Either way, you're not overpaying. Number 10. Casio G-Shock GA2100. Picture dropping your watch off a ladder, onto concrete, and just picking it back up without even checking it. That's the entire pitch behind the GA2100, nicknamed the Casio because its octagonal bezel design looks suspiciously like watches costing 50 times as much. Underneath that resemblance is a carbon fiber reinforced case that shrugs off impacts most smartwatches wouldn't survive, paired with 200 meters of water resistance and a battery that lasts roughly 3 years untouched. There's no GPS here, no heart rate sensor, none of the modern tracking bells and whistles. What you get instead is a watch you genuinely cannot kill through normal use, at a price around $100 that became an instant bestseller and triggered actual worldwide shortages when it first launched. Number 9. Casio G-Shock RANGEMAN. Here's a genuinely useful trick most smartwatches can't pull off, telling you the exact altitude, barometric pressure, and compass direction without a single satellite connection. The RANGEMAN packs a full triple sensor array, altimeter, barometer, and compass, into a chunky, mud-resistant case built specifically for people who hike, trek, or work in genuinely harsh outdoor conditions. It includes a 1,000-hour stopwatch, low-temperature resistance for freezing climates, and a 40-record memory that logs bearing, pressure, and temperature data automatically as you move. The buttons are deliberately oversized and protected so you can operate it wearing thick gloves. It's not cheap by G-Shock standards, but compared to dedicated GPS hiking computers costing triple the price, it's still a steal for serious outdoor use. Number 8. SEIKO 5 Sports. Every other watch on this list needs charging. This one runs purely off the motion of your own wrist, and that's exactly why people fall in love with it. The SEIKO 5 Sports line uses a genuine automatic mechanical movement, the same caliber found in watches costing several times more, wrapped in a sporty, water-resistant case starting around $200. There's no GPS, no heart rate tracking, none of the data modern athletes obsess over. What you get instead is a 41-hour power reserve, a day-date display, and a transparent caseback so you can actually watch tiny gears spinning every time you check the time. It's less a fitness tool and more proof that mechanical engineering from the 1960s still holds up shockingly well today. Number 7. Apple Watch SE 3. Apple's cheapest current watch runs the exact same chip as their $1,000 Ultra model. The Watch SE 3 strips away a few premium extras but keeps full GPS tracking, complete watchOS software, life pace and heart rate updates, and hands-free gesture controls that let you dismiss calls without even touching the screen. You can follow race routes directly from your wrist and build custom interval workouts that would otherwise require constant manual lap button mashing. It also taps into Apple Intelligence features if you've got a compatible iPhone nearby. The trade-off is battery life, which trails dedicated running watches significantly, But for anyone already living inside Apple's ecosystem, this is the obvious entry point that doesn't feel like a downgrade. Number 6. Garmin Forerunner 70. Most people sleep on this one simply because Garmin barely advertises it, and that's honestly a mistake. The Forerunner 70 is Garmin's most stripped-down current running watch, dropping a few sensors like the compass and altimeter to hit an aggressively low price point. Don't let the bare-bones spec sheet fool you, though, because the core experience that actually matters, GPS accuracy, heart rate tracking, and a genuinely slick interface, tested as highly accurate even against watches costing twice as much. Number 5. SUUNTO RUN. The SUUNTO RUN lands around $400 and consistently gets called one of the best value and best beginner running watches in independent testing, often beating pricier rivals on pure usability. It delivers reliable GPS tracking, solid training data, and a genuinely intuitive interface that doesn't require a manual to understand. It's not packed with the smart features you'd find on an Apple Watch, and it skips fancy extras like onboard maps entirely. What it does instead is nail the fundamentals so completely that reviewers keep recommending it specifically to people buying their first serious training watch. Number 4. Coros Pace 4. This watch weighs barely over an ounce, yet delivers dual-band GPS accuracy that rivals watches costing 3 times its price. The Coros Pace 4 has become something of a cult favorite among runners specifically because it refuses to bloat itself with unnecessary smart features, focusing entirely on pace, distance, VO2 max, lactate threshold, and race prediction tools that actually matter on race day. At $249, it undercuts nearly every comparable Garmin while matching or beating their core running accuracy. The one genuine downside is music, which requires manually uploading MP3 files instead of syncing with Spotify, a process that feels stuck in 2005. Forgive that one flaw, and you're left with arguably the smartest value purchase on this entire list. Number 3. Garmin Forerunner 165. For years, Garmin's budget watches felt noticeably worse than their expensive ones. The Forerunner 165 was where that gap finally closed. At $249, it brings the same vibrant AMOLED display technology found on Garmin's $600 flagships down to an entry-level price point, alongside a barometric altimeter, Garmin Pay, and wrist-based running power metrics once reserved for premium models only. It includes free adaptive training plans for distances ranging from a 5K to a half marathon, adjusting automatically based on how your recent runs went. Battery life stretches up to 11 days in smartwatch mode, plenty for casual daily wear between training blocks. It's the watch independent reviewers keep calling the genuine sweet spot in Garmin's entire current lineup. Number 2. Garmin VIVOACTIVE 6. Try naming a sport this watch can't track, because the list jumped from roughly 30 activity profiles on the older model to over 80 on this one. The Garmin VIVOACTIVE 6 packs real-time running guidance, including ground contact time and stride length feedback, into a watch that weighs barely more than a feather at just over an ounce. These training insights were exclusively reserved for Garmin's expensive Forerunner line until recently, which makes their arrival here a genuine shift in what counts as an entry-level watch. It's slim enough to disappear on smaller wrists, yet capable enough that testers have called it the most full-featured Garmin you can buy without stepping into premium pricing. For anyone who plays multiple sports rather than sticking to one, this is the most versatile pick on the entire list. Number 1. Garmin Forerunner 265. A watch that's technically been replaced by a newer model is still the single best value pick on this entire list. The Forerunner 265 has been superseded by Garmin's newer 570, but the older watch matches nearly all of its core running performance for noticeably less money once you find it on sale. You're getting a genuinely fantastic AMOLED display, accurate GPS and heart rate tracking, deep training analysis, and smart extras like music storage and contactless payments, all in a watch available in 2 different case sizes. Reviewers keep recommending people buy this exact model over its flashier successor specifically because the actual run tracking experience barely changed, while the price gap absolutely did. Sometimes the smartest purchase is the watch everyone else stopped talking about.